I have autism.
He was very angry.
Today's video is going to be on a guy called Daniel Larson. He was born on the 15th of November 1998 to his parents Elizabeth and Travis Larson. Now, he was a rather difficult child because he had a lot of behavioural problems. He has autism, ADHD, bipolar, mental retardation, and allegedly schizophrenia. Well, Daniel becomes TikTok famous, but not in a good way. But before we get on to that, we're going to talk about his early years. As I said, he was brought up by his parents, but it has been alleged that his upbringing wasn't very good. He was allegedly abused chronically by his mother. And by the time he was 11 years old, social services had intervened and they wanted to put him into a facility. Well, Daniel's grandmother didn't want this to happen. So Nancy Shimmer, his grandmother, enrolled him into the Tennyson Centre when he was 11, and he stayed there for a very long time because Nancy's plan was to move so she could take care of Daniel. But unfortunately, she lived in California, and the Tennyson Center is in Colorado, which meant that she had to move halfway across America. And this took a fair amount of time. And in all the time it took, which was over a year, Daniel remained full-time at the Tennyson Centre. And he got on really well there. So well that the news decided to do a story on the centre, and it mainly featured Daniel and Nancy.
Tennyson Center for Children has become one of the Rocky Mountain region's leading treatment centers for emotionally and crisis-affected children, particularly those suffering from abuse and neglect.
Good boy.
When I first came here, I actually was really nervous.
That's 14-year-old Danny, who came from an extremely neglectful home.
When he came to Tennyson almost 3 years ago, he was very angry and confused and feeling very uncertain about his life and where he belonged and what was going to happen.
I learned to, when I'm in school, to do school and never quit, because if you quit, you won't know what to do. And if someone's trying to get you upset, don't let them make you feel bad about yourself. Just be good and make yourself feel happy.
He likes himself now. He feels good about himself. I'm not saying he's a finished job. He's got more work to do, but he's a much different child than he was when he first came.
Daniel continues to live with his grandmother and spend a lot of time at the Tennyson Centre. Whilst with Nancy, something fateful is said to him. Nancy and young Daniel are watching America's Got Talent, and Grace Vanderwall is on there. And Daniel expresses an interest in her. And Nancy says, well, maybe you will become as famous as her one day and you might be able to get together. Now, that is going to become extremely important very soon. And this continues on until Nancy unfortunately dies in 2019. And then Daniel's life is thrown into utter turmoil and he changes for the worst, as we are about to learn. In 2020, Daniel discovers TikTok, and this is where things go from mediocre to quite good in the beginning because nobody really knows him and everything he puts out is innocent. And then they go to the really bizarre and bad because he gets a reputation on TikTok and it's not a good one. He is a racist.
Do you think I'm stupid enough? Like, I know exactly what the heck you're talking about. Your name is Nick, last name Gurr. Put it together, nigger.
A homophobe and a PDF file, allegedly. So let's find out what goes wrong.
This message is to Grace Vanderwall and to the fans. We are officially dating. Grace Vanderwall has told me to make this public. We are officially dating. So please, everyone, stay tuned.
Daniel is on TikTok and he desperately wants to be a musician and a singer. And he does actually produce a record, believe it or not. So why is he standing there on TikTok saying that him and Grace are together? Wow. What happens is, as he becomes more popular on TikTok, he gets these so-called managers who are really just trolls. And because of his conditions, he tends to believe everything he is told by everyone. And people are telling him and bigging him up and saying that he can be with Grace. They're telling him that Grace knows who he is and that she feels the same way about him, and they're making him delusional, thinking that him and her are together. But the problem is, Grace is only 12 years old. And at this time, Daniel, a lot older. So you can see the big issue here, can't you? Well, everyone who is in the right frame of mind can see the issue, but Daniel can't, because he thinks everything he is told is true. He can't distinguish truth from lies. But is it all to do with his so-called conditions, or is it the fact that he is a PDF file? Well, that's going to become more apparent as we go through this video. These managers fed Daniel lies on a constant basis. They said he was going to be famous and they were going to manage him. And they just lied to him constantly so that they could keep control of him. But that fails miserably because he quite often goes off his head and has freakouts. These managers think it is all hilarious. One such manager is called Flexburger, and Flexburger, he makes Daniel do all sorts of atrocious things. So the first thing that he does is he makes Daniel record himself naked in front of a live audience on TikTok. And not only is he naked live, but he sticks a toothbrush up his anus. Yes, I know, the most disgusting, grossest thing I've ever seen. Obviously, I'm not going to show you this video here, but it is still available to be found. And then after he's taking it out of his rectum, he puts it in his mouth. Now, what the fucking hell would possess Daniel to do that? Well, Flexburger has told him that he is auditioning for a corn movie.
Hello, everyone. This is Daniel Larson. Tonight at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, I will be doing a audition on TikTok. So please stay tuned. It is for adult films.
And as I said, Daniel believes everything he's told. So he does what Flexburger says. Flexburger also finds out about Daniel's fascination with Grace. So he does some digging into Daniel's social media and he discovers Daniel's Pinterest. Now, on that Pinterest, There are many images of minors and also lots of images of Grace. Not only that, there is also maps of parts of the United States, and on those maps, they happen to have the age of consent on them. So Flexberger leaks this information, and to begin with, Daniel denies it. He says it's not his Pinterest, he deletes it all, and he says it's nothing to do with him. But then, for some reason, he comes out and admits that it is his Pinterest account.
Probably going to get reported and all of this crazy stuff. But before we even talk about reporting me to the police or FBI or anything like that, I need to explain something real quick about this. Yes, the Pinterest was mine. And yes, I actually followed all of those pictures and stuff of, like, children.
Now we're going to skip ahead a bit to the incident in December of 2022, and it's where Daniel goes into the Olive Garden and he threatens the staff in there. Now, one of Daniel's managers has told him that Grace and her entourage are all going to arrive at the Olive Garden, and Daniel is trying to reserve a table for 8 people. That doesn't go so well.
Okay. I am dating another celebrity. Okay. They have a management, they have a security team. They are already here. We have reason to believe that the documents that the manager was printing off is nude photos of me from a online troll website. I'm performing a citizen's arrest, so the FBI is outside. I have more than enough photos coming in. Okay.
Who are you arresting?
I'm arresting every single person here. I'm arresting all employees.
You're telling me that you're like, that's what I'm gonna tell you. You're not filming me, correct?
I am legally required to.
No, you can actually just leave now.
I don't have to leave. The FBI is here. I have photos.
Okay, sir, this is what I'm gonna tell you. You're gonna calm down right now. You're gonna stop filming me, or I'm gonna call the police and they're gonna remove you from here. I know that's what you want. I know that's what you're famous for on TikTok, but we are not doing this. You're gonna curse at me again, or you're going to leave.
I never cursed.
Okay, sir. What I'm gonna tell you right now is you're gonna stop filming and you're going to leave, or I'm going to call the police right now.
Go ahead and call the police.
Thank you.
Scott Word from the FBI and Rick Yorn, LBI Entertainment, that you are being sued.
Okay.
I just got notified that Rick Yorn at LBI Entertainment, who is the CEO, has called the head manager and the CEO of all Olive Gardens, and you're fired.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, whoa, no sir!
Daniel, we have been advised that you need to run. Nice job trolling! That's pretty funny. I have proof that you guys were back in the back printing off my nudes off of a website.
What alarm was How are we doing?
I'm waiting for the police to show up.
Okay. What's going on tonight?
I will not say until the police show up. I'm filing for a citizen's arrest.
Okay.
Hi.
Daniel?
Yes, I do. I have information. I have proof from her security, okay, which is based out of California, that the managers here I have a subreddit called the Daniel Larson subreddit. And the managers here who actually know me, I've been coming here for months, okay, were leaking my nude photos from one platform to the subreddit. And then I started getting notified from Grace Vanderwall's security. We were trying to get a reservation for tonight, and the managers here wouldn't let us book the reservation, and I was already getting my meal, everything.
After all of that, the police escorting him from the premises, they just let him walk away scot-free. Now, that makes no sense to me whatsoever. Throughout all of what I've said to you and the bits I've actually left out, which is an awful lot, otherwise we'd be here for about 3 hours. Daniel is homeless. He lives in group homes. He gets chucked out of group homes for being a menace and smashing them up.
Listen to me. You straight up. Listen to me. You straight up. You straight up. Listen to me.
He's in hotel rooms that a guy called Bob Proctor is paying for. So why is Bob Proctor paying for things? Well, back at the centre, Bob Proctor was one of Daniel's mentors. And when his grandmother died, she left him a trust fund. And Bob Proctor is the person that is dishing it out to Daniel. So he's one of Daniel's best friends. But Daniel treats Bob in a despicable way. He's always fighting and arguing with him. He's always punching him. He's always screaming, shouting and swearing at him.
Get out of my car, Daniel! No! Get the hell out of my car! God damn! Get out of my car!
No,
Get
you
out of my
don't understand. You don't. Stop!
Get
It's
out of
not
my car!
fault. It's not my fault.
So why Bob is his friend is anyone's guess, but I think it is because Bob really does want to help him, but Daniel doesn't really understand how to accept help. And it almost seems like he is beyond help as well. But Bob has got this trust fund. So he keeps trying to help Daniel to no avail. Daniel continues on with his willful destruction, causing chaos wherever he goes, and he keeps getting arrested and let out, and arrested and let out, and arrested and let out, and the circle keeps on going round and round and round. But then, finally, justice catches up with him. Daniel, in April of 2024, disappears from the internet, and we learn that he has finally been arrested, and it's for this incident.
Kill you! Kill you! Kill you! Call the feds on me, you liar! Bomb! Bomb! Kill! 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 Go ahead and ban my channel. Make sure I'm homeless for the rest of my life. You did it. Hell, bitch.
So he was arrested for the threats in that video, as well as not attending a court appearance that he was supposed to attend. And one of the other managers, called Clark, is the only one that Daniel is in contact with. when he is in jail. And Clark just continued the delusions like the others did and still carried on convincing Daniel that Grace was in love with him, although she didn't even know who he was and still doesn't, as far as I'm aware.
If you listen to a lot of Grace's songs,
they're about you.
They're 100% about me.
Yeah.
Like, every single song. Without me, her career would be going down the drain.
Although Clark is a really bad manager for Daniel, he does come clean to him in the end, which is extremely surprising to me.
And follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To consent to this recorded call, press 1. Hello?
Okay, Daniel, I need you to listen completely for the next 10 minutes, and I need to talk to you, okay? I need you to not interrupt me, and I need you to be serious right here, because this is probably the only time, it's one of the most important things I'm ever going to tell you. All of this has been, it's fake, man. I mean, I'm not Clark, I'm not a lawyer, I don't work for Interscope. Grace doesn't want to talk to you. There isn't, Grace, it was fake. I mean, none of that was real, Daniel. I mean, and I can't keep leading you on here. And to be honest, you do need to learn your lesson. And I know we've acted like friends for the past, 9 months. But really, you're a sick guy, man. And I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt. Then I would see you send those to 15-year-old Sky Brown, say your things. You need to get some help. And I've been recording everything. We even worked with McDougall for a while, and I'm done. Like it's over, man. There isn't anything else to say. I've been lying to you. I've been faking everything. Grace doesn't even know if she knows who you are, she thinks you're a weirdo. And yeah. I mean, and I get some circumstances, but at the same time, you really are a menace to the streets of Colorado. I'm a 20-year-old kid from St. Louis in community college, and I know literally nothing. So, I am going to say I won't be answering any more calls anymore. This is probably the last time we'll ever talk. But you don't. That's the thing, Daniel. You keep convincing yourself, Grace and all that. It's not, she doesn't want you. Like, I've never talked to her in her life. How do you think all our calls end up on the internet, too? Like, I mean, it's over, you know? I'm sorry, not really at the same time, because this has been weirdest 10 months of my life, and I've had to been talking to a file for that whole time while also hurting my image. I even got fired from my fucking job in real life for this, Dan.
You do have a point. To be honest, I kind of knew that you were trolling. And that's why I kept questioning everything.
I'm out. See ya, Clark.
So Clark has told Daniel the truth, and he tries to stay well away from Daniel, and he manages to do it for about 4 months. But then he calls Daniel again.
A new cellmate.
Did they let you
I was with a previous cellmate that me, but I reported it.
What would he touch you? What the hell, Daniel?
Well, it was a lot more than just that, but he held me down and wouldn't let me move or whatever and tried to do some stuff, but I reported it, and another thing is the jail, whatever, report people, they dropped that case and said it never happened.
But this is what Clark leaks to the internet are the prison phone calls. As far as I'm aware, at the time of recording this video, which is Christmas Eve 2024, Daniel Larson remains still in prison. Now, do I honestly think that's where he should be? Well, that I'm not so sure about. I think with all of his medical conditions that he has officially been diagnosed with, I think he should be in a mental institution as opposed to in jail. Obviously, everyone has their own opinion, and you're welcome to voice it in my comments as long as you are polite. You don't need to go off like a retard and start effing and blinding in my comments, telling me your opinion, because if you do, they'll just get deleted. If you're polite and state your case in a polite manner, then your comment will stay there forever. Well, that has been my Daniel Larson video. If you've enjoyed it, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Ta-ta for now.